spending money on useless junk. And useless junk that's on everybody's mind right now is the Switch 2, because it doesn't provide you with any more entertainment than any other console can. It doesn't provide you with any more entertainment than the Switch 1 can provide, or the Xbox One, or the Series S, or a PS4, or a PS5, or whatever. Any multitude of consoles you already have. It's time to go to Warsong. My point is this: an Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, they're all used consoles. You can get them inexpensively, and they've got a massive collection of games. Even the Wii U, shit. I guess you could still get a Wii U. You could get a Switch 1, and you could have plenty of fun with this shit. You don't need to go out and buy new stuff. That's the major thing that I'm trying to get to pound into people's heads here, because there is a lot of entertainment you can have with an old console. You don't have to have the newest shit in order to have fun, and I don't understand where people are coming from, where everything has to be new. I can't play anything old. I don't understand the thought process. The thought process behind this. Words. Is it because people are worried about looking like they're pores, or is it because people are worried about they're not as entertaining? I mean, they were plenty entertaining back then. If you ask anybody who played an Xbox 360, all those old games, they were fun back then. So why does it make it any different today that they're less fun? My concept of saving money is, if you already have it, then you don't have to spend any money on it. It's already paid for. So you don't need to have anything new. Just use what you have. Beyond that, it's about investing in your future. And I might sound like a complete old asshole here, but what I'm trying to get my point across is that you can take that $100 that you were going to spend on a game, or $80 or whatever it is in your country, on, let's say, Mario Kart for the Switch 2. You take that $100 and you put it into a high yield savings account. Or you could do $100 a month, add that up, and then if you have some interest on that, a couple percentage points, put it in an IRA, gain 5-10% over several years. If you get in the habit of saving money instead of spending money, your outlook on life is very different. First $1,000 you save is a big milestone, and then once you save $10,000, it's an even better milestone. Once you hit $10,000, you know that you're capable of something great. You can save $10,000. Well, guess what? You've got a pretty good emergency fund right there. If something breaks on your car, you can generally repair it. Let's save up another $10,000, $20,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. I can pay off my car. Well, what about $60,000? You save up $60,000. And the way you get there is by those small purchases you didn't make. People think, well, it's such a wide ocean and I'm only a drop in the bucket, and my $400, $500 or whatever, $1,000, whatever it costs in your country, the Switch 2 costs in your country, those purchases add up. There's so many people I talk to that have this mindset of just absolute dread, like they have no control over their lives. Well, shoot, this is what's new and this is what I have to do because everybody else is doing it. I guess I'll just do it. It just seems so pointless to me. Like, what are you doing? You're allowing other people to control your life. And especially when it comes to being a consumer. Be a good consumer. A consumer that does your research. A consumer that doesn't overspend. This is a topic that is very important. There's a debt problem in the United States. There's a debt problem worldwide. But I'm sure anybody, and I need to practice what I preach too, but I'm sure anybody could do with saving a little bit of money instead of spending. I mean, I'm sitting right beside a PS5 that I barely ever turn on. Was that a very smart purchase? I don't know. I could have kept out of this entire generation of consoles and I would be fine. There's so many people out there right now that they could not survive an emergency because they don't have any money saved up. They only have a couple dollars in their bank accounts. And they're living paycheck to paycheck and spending paycheck to paycheck. That is the biggest problem here. I mean, you have the nice shiny new thing and that dopamine rush hits you, but it's not going to last. It's going to fade away, and then you're going to be stuck with no money. Stop doing this. Invest in your future. Put some money aside. You never know what you can accomplish by just saving your money. And then if you want to get crazy, start investing. Start doing a little bit more high-risk stock trading or high-risk investments. But let a professional handle it if you've never done it before. You know, you can talk to a financial advisor, a stockbroker that will handle your money for you. Somebody who's trusted. And that's what you really need to do. That's what many people in this world just need to be focusing on, increasing your wealth. Because I'm so much happier knowing that if I never got another job for the rest of this year, I have all my bills paid for. I have enough money in my bank account to survive for years without working because I saved my money. I'm not popular. I'm not fancy. What I do have is stability. And stability comes from being smart with your money. My point is this: there's better uses for your money than buying trash just because you want that dopamine rush. And I'm also very jaded because over the years I have bought consoles that I was extremely disappointed about, chiefly being the Wii U. That was a terrible console and a terrible console release. I got burnt hard on that because I thought it was going to be just as good as the original Wii. It was not. It was a terrible console. It had very few games, and the gimmick, which was the touchscreen controller, was basically useless because you couldn't walk outside the room without losing signal. The battery life on the controller was abysmal. So I'm trying to give you some coaching here, because there's more important things in this world, like saving some money so that you can pay off your car or pay off your cell phone or buy a house. I mean, what I'm doing right now is I am playing World of Warcraft on my private server because I don't like paying for retail. So I have a server in my house that I can allow my friends and family to connect to, and we all play together, and there's 2,000 bots available to play. So I'm currently in Warsong Gulch playing against bots because this is what I like to do. I don't like to spend a lot of money because it's like fleeting flavor of the month crap. And you know what I'm talking about. You bought the new shiny thing and it disappoints you eventually. And you feel like, oh man, I could have not spent that money. And when you're talking about a console, like a very big purchase like a console, you know, that's not something that is always going to be allowed to be returned just because you don't like it. It's not like Steam where you played it for 2 hours or under and you can return it. Defending Nintendo to the death. Do you think Nintendo cares about you? Absolutely not. And they clearly don't, because they sold you a controller that is already defective from the factory. I was at my friend's house the other day and the controllers were drifting on the Switch 2 day one. Day fucking one. Drift from the fucking factory. It's it's like DLC, but you know. So you're defending a company that put out a shit product, literally defective from the fucking factory. You would not allow Xbox to get away with the red ring of death, you know? But don't talk bad about fucking Nintendo. I don't think you guys understand where I'm coming from on this shit. I'm telling you to stop buying trashy freaking games and useless freaking shit that isn't going to improve your lives. You're putting all this money into, I need something to do, or I don't know what will happen, because I have to have my pacifier and be coddled, and I have to buy the new thing, I have to buy the new game, or I could miss out, and what, I don't know what could happen. I might not be entertained for 5 seconds. I'm an old ass electrician wiring a fucking shitty house in a basement, telling you, grow up. This is the real world. This is what the real world looks like. This is what poverty looks like. Do you want to be in poverty? Is this what you want? Because this is the only house you're going to be able to afford if you keep acting that way. The customer I'm working for right now is a young gentleman. He bought a house. He's like 23 years old. None of you people are buying houses at 23 years old. And yeah, it's not in the best of shape, but he's fixing it up. And he's able to pay me to do it. I'm in a basement with freaking
dead rats and dead mice and dead snakes. And what are you doing complaining at your retail jobs because I need to buy a Switch 2?